Yesterday, I opened up a trade on Dogecoin and I actually shorted it. Now, I am very bullish on Doge, but take a peek at this short position that I shared with you guys during my live stream and during my Dogecoin video yesterday. I had set my stop loss to about 200 and change in the red if it had gone the wrong way. Again, this was a short trade, which means that I was believing at that time of the trade that the price of Dogecoin could go down. And that is exactly what has happened. Now, how could I possibly have predicted something like this and saw this as a possibility for Dogecoin and found myself in a nice $1,600 profit right now at the current moment? If you want to take a peek at this trade, it's a 20x short, which is quite a bit of leverage. It is 98% in the profit. Currently, it was 80% when I was getting ready for this video, but now it is 97% in the profit. And what I did is I actually did move this. I told you guys I was not going to move this, but I was going to set it like this. I wanted to change my stop loss to put it in the profit, right? You can see that up here, the stop loss is at that point, if the price went back up, I'd only lose 400 on that trade. It was set to like 250 or wherever it was. Well, now that I'm victorious on this trade, I'm going to set the stop loss down here. Now, I've got a stop loss set $1,000 in the profit on a position that I had put in about $1,700 in, as you can see right here. So with $1,700 in 24 hours, I was able to make $1,000. I could take profit right now and have doubled that initial investment. That initial actually trade position, less of an investment, more of a trade, right? And this is the trading strategy. Now, I believe Dogecoin goes up in the long term, but why did I make this trade? It's the same thing I've been talking to you guys for a while now on Doge. I am not bearish on Dogecoin, but I do believe that there was a chance that Dogecoin could come down to this lower price level. Now, I'm looking at this 15.6 cent potential level. I've got my stop loss set, like I told you guys. Actually, my take profit at this point now set at a $1,000 profit for this trade. Now, if this thing shoots back up and comes up to this level, great. I'm $1,000 in the profit. Am I going to be bummed out that I didn't ride the trade all the way down to 15 cents? No, I am not going to be bummed out that I didn't ride the trade all the way down to 15 cents. I'm going to be excited that I had yet again another successful trade. Now, these strategies are quite easy. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not giving you guys financial advice. You need to pick your own trading strategy. I use Blowfin when I trade, and if you want to trade as well, you could sign up for Blowfin using the link I've got pinned in the description down below for you guys. But very simply put, I was looking at this level of support for Doge and seeing that we could potentially get a bounce down here. Now, I will say this. You can very clearly see on the weekly time frame that there could potentially be some sort of bounce right around this level. You can see that this weekly candle could be getting to the point where maybe we're going to get a bounce here, which is why I have set this stop loss. Now it is creeping back up. This trade might get stopped out, which is totally fine with me. This could potentially be, if I did take profit on this and my stop did get stopped out, I could potentially take a little bit of a maybe lower leverage position, go back long to the upside, but I am really going to hold off on that for now. In fact, I do believe there's a chance that Dogecoin wants to come a little bit lower to this line, maybe just with a wick like that, before it goes higher. Why do I say that? Because Bitcoin on the weekly time frame is right now getting this weekly candle slightly breaking down below a little bit of a level that I've been looking at for a while now. We are seeing the daily candle come below this trend line that we've been touching down to for a while, signaling that maybe we're going to go back down to 100K as a bullish retest. At that point, we could potentially look for a long at 100K. Wherever Dogecoin lands when Bitcoin dips to 100K could be a potential level for a long. This is something that I'm looking at. We could also break a little bit lower than that. Why would we break lower than 100K for Bitcoin? Well, today, the president and the president of China have had a discussion, still not really finding a solution with tariffs. And if you've been following the content, following the channel, following the trade strategy, we know there's volatility in this market because of the fear surrounding tariffs. Why is there fear surrounding tariffs? Because if tariffs hurt inflation, it fears the Fed away from conducting rate cuts. We just saw, I think it was the European Union again, cut rates, or I think it was the Bank of England or the European Union across the sea. They are still cutting rates. We've seen this time and time again. Our Fed is not cutting rates because we have this conversation going on about tariffs. Tariffs still going on, and the inability for the Fed to confidently cut rates without hurting and risking worse inflation for a longer period of time is having a negative impact on the crypto market today. And this is something that I was also watching, giving me the confidence to make this short trade, along with just looking at us moving down to a potential level of support and where I might be looking for another long position. I have been steadily accumulating cryptocurrency, DCAing, and then holding on to the coins that I believe in, whether that is Bitcoin or Dogecoin or a variety of different cryptos. There's so many great ones, in my opinion, that you could hold. Of course, you have to pick your own. Nothing's financial advice, but I'm bullish on the crypto asset class. It is currently $3.2 trillion for total market cap in the crypto space, and I believe that in the future, it could go a lot higher. People call Bitcoin digital gold. Digital gold. If Bitcoin achieves the current market cap of gold, you're looking at a $1 million Bitcoin. You'd have a total market cap of cryptocurrency that would be above $30 trillion likely at that point. And do you think that that is going to be bullish or bearish for Dogecoin in the long run? I believe it's going to be bullish. I am bullish on Doge for the long term, but I opened up a short trade. That might not make sense to some people, but I want to encourage people to continue to learn, continue to do research on trading strategies. Do your own research, my friends. I am not here to give you financial advice. I'm here to speculate, have fun on the markets, bring news to you guys, and talk about these assets that I personally believe are going to continue to go up over time. And as they do that and we see volatility to the upside and to the downside, I'm going to continue to DCA in. If we do see this market cap for total market cap for crypto go to 30 or 40 trillion dollars one day, and Bitcoin is as big as gold in market cap, and you have a $1 million Bitcoin, where do you think Dogecoin could go? Easily to $1, easily to $2 at that point, and maybe even higher. Dogecoin is an ETF coming. It is significant. It is exciting. And I am prepared for these moves in crypto. Some people believe that we're going to go into some kind of super cycle. Others believe that there's a 4-year cycle that has an end date set for the end of this year. I lean more towards potential top in October, but I am open to the idea of potentially extending out a little bit further because of some of the politics going on that are pro-crypto and because of some of the investors that are coming to the table for this asset class. World leaders, massive corporations, and so many more, guys. That's all I have in this one. I've got my stop loss set. I'm going to be a winner for this trade. I've had a few successful trades lately. This one's currently now 110% in the profit. If you guys want to sign up and try to make some trades, you can sign up for Blowfin. Please be careful. As always, do your own research, guys. And if you want to, there's that up to $5,000 deposit bonus when you sign up using our link in the description down below. I'll see you in the next one, guys. DCA, HODL, smash a like. Until next time, guys, be safe and happy trading. Peace, guys.